How good of a mod is Rune? It was November 16th, about 100 seconds before midnight. I was about to go on the highest streak that I, or any other player, had gone on in a public lobby. But before I show that, there's a quote, and it goes something like this. Your pay experience doesn't truly begin until your first year bound. And there's a quote about Pit that goes something like this.
Jesus Christ.
No, Mickey Venom me.
He is not having a good day.
He's dead.
Probably robbing Mark.
Good job, Adam.
Stop hitting him, I have a build for you,
No. Anyways, I feel it's best to start a story where it begins. The first attempt. Okay, yeah, right now we're just waiting for Spire. Once after Spire happens, I will not be on Mega. I will be at 58.6 kills, not on Mega, and I'll just be able to keep going up without taking extra damage. The plan was simple. I had 50 kills, I go into Spire. After Spire, I will not be on Mega Streak, meaning I will not take extra damage the higher my streak goes, and using minus ults, which increase damage per player near you, wearing leather armor, I would have two of my friends boost the minus ults for me to do damage amounts which you are not meant to do. Or more simply, I don't have to stop the streak, and I could also streak very fast. I'm literally bow streaking faster than people do Ubers. I'll be honest. It was going pretty fast, as you can see, but I'll cut to the chase. Someone started veloing on me. Oh, come to the side, come to the side. It was just a tester anyways. That was my highest streak at the time by about 3,600 kills, so I may have auto-blocked a bit, but I don't gotta worry about that. Attempt 2 was so scuffed for so many reasons, and in fact, I'm going to list all of them. First of all, I need Aspire to do the glitch, and I decided to do this while already on a streak, because I just saw Aspire and thought, I might as well attempt it. But the problem with that is I had a very specific perks up for this streak. It has optimal damage kill streaks, optimal damage perks, and most important of all, assistant to the streaker, which pretty much increases your streak by like 25 to 30%, just overall. I had none of these. And I won't lie, the actual content of this streak wasn't the most interesting. Like, someone dropped on me in G-Set and died in 3 hits, and I don't want to search through the 3-hour recording to find when it happened. So you're gonna have to take my word for it, they died pretty quickly. Yeah, the multi-kills go up pretty fast, the streak goes up pretty fast. This was a really scuffed run. There's not even like a ring half the time. Yeah, so when I decided I would stop this run at 10,000, at about 9,100, like the majority of the way there, the lobby just decided to crash half of the people, and I was one of those half, so yeah, that's how this one ended. Yo, would you look at that, we're on the 3rd attempt already, because I only had to do 3 attempts, because the first 2 were like so scuffed that I had everything ready for the 3rd attempt. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run you through every optimization I made to this streak. Just so you know, it wasn't simply put on minus ults. If like the one person trying to beat this copies my setup exactly, I will be mad. Also use Marathon instead of Theory. Okay, first off, the minus ults for Sybils, that's a given. I bought 5 more pairs of Sybils to give to people. For my ring, I had Bedrock and Obsidian with an Infinite Bedrock dupe. Infinite Bedrock is much better than Obsidian because ring runners cannot mine it as well. For my kill streaks, I was going to use Marathon, but I used Dirty just because it's a bit more safe. I used Strength Chain for plus their 5%, Assistant for more streak, First Strike for plus their 5% on first strike when I one-tap them, so it's every strike. Fight or Flight for permanent plus 20% damage. Counter Offensive for permanent plus 15 damage. I could use Stakes, but I have to eat Stakes, which is like inconvenient. I use Sponge Thief as my main healing source because having 40 hearts for 5 hours is better than not having 4 hearts because it's harder to kill you or catch you off guard. For the streak, I had a decent amount of loss. Some of the bots, Rodberts, they had the perk Rambo. Rambo makes you have 8 hearts instead of 10. Having 8 hearts instead of 10 is very good when I do 9 hearts a hit, because that decreases the amount of hits you need from 2 to 1, which makes it almost twice as fast. I was also spade swapping. Spade swapping negates the past thing I said and makes me double hit every hit, or most hits. And finally, I started on the lowest day lobby as possible, which was somehow a day 12. There's 20 days, and not one lobby I could find was above day 18 except this day 12. So I only had 8 Minecraft days to do. When the previous records all started at lower days. By previous records, I don't even know what the previous records are. I just know that this is the highest by far. Besides Hazel's. She like really hard bod. Wasn't even this decade. As for the 2 optimizations I missed, well 3 technically, I did not have a high enough config. I could have had like 40 bots, but at that point it would have been hard botting. I could have used Marathon instead of Dirty for plus 18% damage, and I could have used a Sharp 1 sword for plus 1.25 base damage, but that is about it. At 6 PM, BompLive Unyeared was officially unyeared. It had been 1 year exactly, well 360 days, and it was ready to get yeared again. Spire was at 12 midnight exactly, so I had a good bit to transfer items off and give it what I needed. The first part of the streak was tricky because the lobby was a 4-bar, and it was full. We could not warp in the silent bots, which we need to revive the lobby. After like 30 minutes, we got a few in. Unfortunately, every kill up until 26,000 is corrupted because OBS froze. But you're probably here for the end of the streak anyways. So, without further ado, the highest streak ever hit. Or OBS froze, does. When I still had a bedrock ring when it froze, that's inconvenient. Oh, this repair is taking so long.
Just B-hop and Spire so you don't die.
Sure.
You can't like not do it now. Okay, push through.
I'm in the final stretch to where I could not have anything to worry about.
Have Stoke League.
No, I do not.
Do I just go until it instances?
Yeah, pretty much.
No! You did it!
It's okay. No, I
You did
got
it.
the record.
Yes! Fucking let's go.
I gotta let
Good
you
job.
get in there to go.
Oh wow.
Bump, I bet.
You don't know, I could get more kills. What was a round number? There's like 2 nons left. Do I want 39 or 40?
40. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, boy. Get the highest number. Hey, good job, Bump.
Get
You
this
did it.
motherfucker. Wait, I don't have a vamp, I don't know what's talking about. Well, so I'll hold my LS as well.